Hello, this is John Hansmeyer, and what movie do you want to watch? The movie I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Moonlight. Now, what this movie is about this one black guy who's had a really tough life, and he lives in the ghetto, and he always is made fun of by bullies at high school, and he's made fun of because he's gay, and not only that, he just seems like he can't seem to catch a break in life. His mom's a drug addict, his dad has abandoned him, and just a lot of really bad things have happened to him. But it just shows you that in this movie that there are going to be a lot of bad things happening to you, but there are also a lot of good things. There's also a lot of good moments. There's love. There's moments where you can achieve great things, and moments of where you can look back on it and see that, you know what, things weren't as bad as I thought they were. And that's what this movie is. It's a kind of a journey of where you can go on a follow Sharon, our main character, and see where he's taking us. And now I like to tell you the cast of this movie. The cast of this movie is Naomi Harris, who plays Paula, who plays Sharon's mom. Marshala Ali, who plays Juan. Janelle Monier plays Teresa, and she's actually an actor. She's actually a singer. And Andre Holland, who plays Sharon's lifelong friend Kevin. And what I really loved about this movie is it really does a great job in pulling at your heartstrings at the right moments. One of the great things about this movie is the score. It doesn't give you some normal like rap music or some really crappy like dubstep, but no, like a normal black person movie. But it gives you like soul music from the 1960s and violin music, and it's very creative and very well done. And at times the music can get a little repetitive, but it's really good because it wants you to the movie makes you want. Sorry, the movie wants to make sure that it's memorable to you and you'll remember the song. And so many times nowadays, movies have so many different songs and so many different themes, it's hard to remember what is the main theme of a movie, what is the main song of a movie. And that's one of the things I like about this movie is it has different tones of the same song, different styles to the same song. And that's what I like about this movie is how it has three different stages of Sharon. It has stages of like when he's a kid, when he's a teenager, and when he's an adult, and they all go into one evenly. And that's what's really great about this movie is the acting is superb. It's incredible. I thought everyone did an amazing job. All these characters were unbelievable, and all the acting was just great. I gotta give Barry Jenkins, the director of this movie, a lot of praise because he did an amazing job. Um, Another thing I really loved about this movie was the cinematography. It was just gorgeous. It was beautiful. There's just scenes of where Sharon was with Luan, and he was just swimming with him, and he wants to be able to be with him because to him he was a father figure, and it was the camera was held over where it was at the water, and it made you feel like you were swimming with them. And that's one of the cool things about this movie is the camera, the way it's held is it feels like you're having a conversation with the characters. It's not some shaky cam bull crap, but it's held in a way of where you're facing the character face to face. It's not like they're staring, breaking the fourth wall and looking right in the camera, but they're looking at the camera, looking directly towards you. And that's what I really like about this movie is when they focus on emotional scenes, they focus on the eyes. For example, like Paula when she was having an argument with her son. Sharon, it was just there was no music, and there was no sound, and it was just music, and it was just them. It was just seeing Paula yelling at her son, and that was a very powerful scene because all you could see in the scene is the eyes. That's what I really liked about it. And another really good scene I really liked was the scenes with Kevin and Sharon, because it just felt like they were lifelong friends. And every scene when they were together were really good because it just shows you the development of a friendship. And the very last scene of when Andre Holland was playing Kevin was really good because it just showed you of what it's like when you see a friend for the first time in years. It gets a little awkward. It's a little different. It's just a little but you get to see their development through the years, from them being little kids to them being teenagers, and then for them being adults. And then they're talking about their careers and where they've been and where they're going. Um, yeah, it's just a really gorgeous movie. It's a really good. But one of the downsides of this movie is it tends to not really follow a plot. It's kind of more it's a character study. But one of the downsides I have of this movie is there's not really a whole lot of characters in the movie. We don't really get to know a lot of the other characters. It's so focused on our main character, Sharon, that we don't get to see the other characters at all. We don't get to know the bully. We don't get to really get to know Kevin that well. We don't get to know Paula. We don't get to know Juan. We don't get to know a lot of the characters, and that's one of the real things that's hit or miss for me in character studies is it doesn't it focuses so much on the main character that it kind of takes out all the other characters, and it kind of pushes them off to the wayside, and it's really a tragedy. It's really sad, but at the same time, every movie has their flaws, and that's what makes a movie good. Is take having the flaws to make the is having the flaws, so then you can look forward to the great scenes. But overall, this is just a really good movie. It's very beautiful, and I really do hope this movie does well at the Oscars because this movie deserves respect. It deserves the recognition to be able to be a great movie. And even if it doesn't win at the Oscars, I hope it gets a few nominations to be had to get some respect, because I feel like this is the movie that needs to be shared with everyone, and it's a movie that needs to be watched in order to get a different mindset of how life can be and how life can be tough, but yet at the same time so rewarding. And so I rate this movie probably a 5 out of 5 stars. It is a must watch movie. You must see it. It's a gorgeous masterpiece that must be watched. You can see this movie at Cinema 2 theaters in Duluth, and I don't know if it's currently playing, but on Wednesdays movies are only $5, and if you show your ticket, you get free ice cream at Lark's just across the street. So that is my review of Moonlight, and I hope you guys have a nice day.